Welcome back to our Creator Confessional series. This is our no BS talks with marketers about what's happening in influencer marketing. I am with the fabulous Jessica Dove from MGM. Welcome, Jessica.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So first, 2 sentences or less, no corporate lingo.
Oh, man.
What do you do for MGM?
I feel like that is such a loaded question because it changes every day. So I currently oversee social strategy. I'm going to get a little corporate.
Yeah.
Social strategy for our resort brands. And then I oversee our influencer marketing program.
Okay.
What that means on a day-to-day is
Whatever the day brings.
Whatever the day brings. Like, Bruno Mars could be doing something and he needs support, or there's a new menu launch. And so it really depends.
Okay. Are the high-profile people in the venue doing their thing? Do you work with them, or it's usually third-party creators that you bring in from the outside? That
It depends.
Yeah.
It really depends. So Bruno, believe it or not, he's in the space all the time.
Yeah.
So a little pro tip, if he has a residency show, you can bet that he's going to be at Pinky Ring afterwards, which is at Bellagio. And like, he'll be there. And he's like, I need someone to shoot content for me. But we also do bring in third-party creators as well.
All right. Very cool. So we're going to do a game.
Okay.
The game is hype or swipe. Hype is you're really into it. Swipe is overhyped. So first, we're going to do live stream shopping on social.
I'm a big shopper, so I hype it, but it depends on the platform.
Yeah.
I think with platforms like TikTok, and you have TikTok Shop, which has just become so addicting.
Yeah.
People want to see things tried on in real time, and so I think it's a great way. Just
have
to get
you
your product
shopped
out
anything,
there.
or this is like
shopping
curious, live stream curious?
Yeah, you know what? You like accidentally swipe on the live streams on TikTok, and you're like, oh, that's actually a cute top, and then it ends up in my cart somehow. So.
Fair enough. Micro drama.
I'm over the micro drama. It's like I'm so
hard
over
swipe.
it.
Hard swipe. I like it. Why are you over?
They don't always seem real.
Yeah.
It seems like it's for the bit.
Yeah.
And so if it's real, okay, but
I feel like they just started. You're already over it. I'm the same way, to be honest.
Yeah.
Creators doing links in bios for their brand partnerships.
Yeah, I think that's really relevant, especially when you have their affiliate links all linked in one, like a Linktree, for example. Really guilty of, again, I'm a shopper. So if I see a fit on Instagram that I want to buy, I will like search for that affiliate link. Yeah.
All right. Does MGM do it? Will you put affiliate links or just links in general?
It's something that we just really can't get our arms around or haven't gotten our arms around just yet. Definitely on the radar, but not as of yet. Coming soon.
In-house creators, where you hire them full-time in-house as a brand?
It depends on the brand. So for MGM, because we have so many different brands under our umbrella, it's tough to really have somebody who can really encompass all of those. But for individual brands, I think it's great. It gives you kind of like, I don't want to say talking head, but a persona that people can associate with the brand.
Depends hype.
It depends hype.
Creator product collabs, like when a brand launches a product under an influencer's name or in collab with a creator.
I love it. You follow certain creators because you like their style, or you like, whatever niche they're in, and you want to be like them. And so if you can use a product that's similar to what they use or something that they use on a day-to-day basis, I think that's great.
I know. We need more of it. It's hard to do, but we need more of it. Substack, or just the written word creators, hype or swipe?
I'm going to say hype. And the reason being, in my personal life, I am a knitter and crocheter. And so I like to follow creators who make vlogs and, write their patterns and all of that good stuff. So I'll hype it.
All right. I think this is the year of Substack. Creator TV shows, Peace Games, Mark Rober. Is this a moment or is this real?
I think it's a moment. It's definitely a moment. You see Mr. Beast do it. And again, with the authenticity, to me, it doesn't seem authentic.
Yeah. All right. I like it. That was a good mix. All right. Moving on. This is a really tough question. In your crystal ball for 26, what will your industry word of the year be? And last year for 25, Merriam-Webster was slop, dictionary.com was 6-7, and Oxford was rage bait. What would Jessica's 26 word of the year be?
That's a good one. Couple things. I'm going to start. You mentioned slop. I'm going to kind of take that a step further, and I'm going to go with AI slop. I think a lot of consumers are looking for real content, and human content. They're not looking for AI. And so I think that will become a big one.
All right. What is the biggest misconception about influencer marketing right now?
Biggest misconception is I think there are still a lot of brands who think that, creators interact with your brand or interact with your product or service and they post and that's it. And that's going to move the needle for you. And unfortunately, it's not. So you do have to make sure that influencers and talent creators, they align with your brand as themselves, as a person and persona, but also their audience. And so you have to make sure their audience is actually interested in your business. And then you have to integrate it into other marketing touch points to make sure it moves the needle. Yeah.
Yeah. No one and done partnerships.
Yeah. No one and done partnerships.
Could be similar, but what's something you believed about influencer marketing 5 years ago that you no longer believe today?
So 5 years ago, very prescriptive. It was, literally scripted. This is exactly what we want you to do. Here's your full itinerary. Do it exactly how the itinerary says when it comes to our resorts. And that really doesn't work anymore. Authenticity, I guess, is my word for 2026. It is not authentic. And so now I think that you can give some really loose guardrails and then just let the creator be who you hired them to be.
Yeah. Amen. I feel like it's provide guardrails, not handcuffs. It's the best brief is no brief. It's all that mantra about let them create. They have the influence for a reason, right?
They're the experts in their space. And so it should be a partnership, not a prescription.
Yeah. And don't be afraid to segment creators. Maybe some low following creators, you are more prescriptive and that's content for you.
Yeah.
And not for their audiences. And some people, they're influencers and let them do their thing.
Yeah.
All right. What metric do brands overvalue the most? What do they undervalue the most?
Overvalue, hands down, is reach. So those impressions and followers. It's cool and sexy to go to your leadership and say, hey, I found this creator with insert millions of followers. And that's a great way to communicate that to maybe someone who's not in the day-to-day. But I think that's really overvalued. Undervalued, on the other hand, saves, shares, and then especially comment sentiment, something that we're watching. It really is an indicator if their audience, the creator's audience, is vibing with that content. And so we want them to be engaged and inspired and then ultimately make them be influenced to make a decision, a purchasing decision.
I agree, which changes the brief. If you're creating for saves and shares, you might brief very differently than if you were briefing for just reach.
Right.
You're reaching for just content. So you really do have to say what you want to accomplish and then brief for that. All right. On the podcast, we always end with cow, bow, follow, which is creator of the week, brand of the week. What are you following? So do you have a creator you're loving right now and a brand you're loving right now?
A creator that I'm loving right now, we've done a couple of partnerships with her, so I'm a little biased, is Christina Kirkman.
Okay.
She is great. Again, with authenticity. She is the most authentic creator I've ever worked with. You give her a loose brief or guardrails and she's fantastic. She makes you laugh. She's very true to herself. We actually worked with her for F1 2 years ago and we have the Shoey bar, which if you're not familiar, Shoey is when you win and you put champagne in your racing shoe and you drink it. And so we have a Shoey bar at Bellagio. And so we sent her a PR kit with a Shoey and, how to make one. And it was probably like the most just mundane thing. And we're like, here's some instructions, open it on camera and post about it. And she literally was like, MGM sent me this box, but it was so funny the way that she did it. I think she spilled it. She spilled it all over herself.
Realness.
It was really funny, and she wasn't afraid to post that. So appreciate that.
Yeah, that's the one thing TikTok gave us was more realness.
Yeah, I did skip brand.
Brand of the week. Yeah, who was your
brand? I'm going to go with Gymshark. So I'm in the fitness space in my personal life, and I think that they do a really good job of hyping really niche fitness creators. So, there's the big ones, but they go for really niche creators because their audience is so engaged. And so they'll work with them and then they'll do these crazy product launches. And their products all look different per creator. So you can see that they really took influence from the creator to make it something that their audience is really going to love. Yeah.
They are the perfect example of, how we used to say, be a social first brand.
Yeah.
They are a creator first brand. Like they embody it to the core.
I agree.
All right. And what are you following? If I take your phone, look at your TikTok, your reels, what am
I following? My feed right now is a lot of snowboarding content.
Okay.
It's wintertime. I'm going snowboarding. So a lot of snowboarding content, a lot of gym content. That's really my feed right now.
Love it. If you were a creator, last question, what would your content angle be?
So there is a content creator. Her name is her handle is Travel with Livy, and she has she's a travel advisor. She has a lot of very high end clientele, and they will call her, and she puts it on speaker.
Oh, I've seen this content.
And they're very crazy.
This is one where like the dad she wanted like $200,000 more for the trip.
Yes,
yeah, I've seen these.
So I love her kind of insider POV on her little niche. So I think from my point of view, it would be cool to be a creator that has that insider point of view in travel and hospitality, working for a brand, but then also working in the influencer marketing space to kind of give tips and tricks and advice to both brands and creators on how to work better together.
Yeah. You're on to something. I like this.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been great.